What do you say? I'm fucking hyped, dude. I've just been playing that WWE game, and
You look like it.
It's never made me feel older, though, because I'm going in there, I'm like, fuck, this is dope as shit. And by the way, I'm only playing matches from 2000 to 2006, and I could give a fuck less what anything else happens.
Wait, what do you mean you pick a decade you start in?
No. But there's certain matches, and I'm just like blowing through them, don't give a shit. And then the rest of them, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Because when they show Randy Orton as whatever he's morphed into, I'm like, no, he's
just Randy Orton.
No, yeah, but he's morphed into something else. Because the way I remember him, like, he's got 2 tattoos, a douchebag haircut, and blue trunks.
Yeah. No, now he's got fucking just like, he's
got all these sleeves and bullshit.
It's just skulls, dude. It's all skulls.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, dude. He's the Legend Slayer, dude.
Oh.
He's retired more WWE stars than anybody at this point. That was like a gimmick he was doing where they were like, who can we have that can just come into the ring and literally just make sure, like, he was just always if I win, your career's done, man. Like, Randy Orton was just taking fucking hits jobs on people.
Dude, it was so funny because it's my first one since playing like SmackDown 2000.
Were you shocked when Korn wasn't on the soundtrack or Limp Bizkit?
I was really bummed.
The way you're dressed right now, you're just like, where's break stuff? What the fuck?
Dude, I was so bummed. I'm not going to lie. I played, there's you go over somebody's match. What's Mr. America's name?
Lex Luger?
No. New, current.
Mr. America?
Fucking hell. Why can't I, Cena.
Oh, John Cena. That's Mr. America?
Oh, he's always coming out and doing the little fucking salute shit. So
he salutes. Dude, I would never have got that if you would have been like, the guy you can't see. I would have been like, John Cena.
Whatever. There is a match in there where he's invisible, and you have to beat him.
That's awesome. I guess before I have to tell you. I'll tell you about it after you finish your story.
So the whole time you have to play his story of his greatest matches. And you go through, and you have to be somebody that kicks his ass.
Did you see the Ruthless Aggression era promo?
Where he just runs
that?
Yeah, that's when
he's like,
Kurt,
Ruthless Aggression!
Yeah, and then Kurt Angle kicks his ass.
It's the best.
They show him playing against The Rock. I was like, oh, sweet. And then I'm like, oh, it's old Rock. I never watched this. Rock had hair last time I watched him wrestle, dude.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's been a minute, dude. You have not been into wrestling the same way I have.
But out of all these matches he's done, and he goes in and he puts all these matches as greatest ones, not once. You never saw Stone Cold in there?
Stone Cold had retired at that point.
Oh, well, fuck. He said he's been there for like 20 years, I assumed. Well, that means he was there when Stone Cold was there.
They never had a match because I think at that point that's when Stone Cold had that neck injury from getting tombstoned incorrectly by somebody.
I guess probably Kane.
That's why he retired. No, it wasn't Kane. It was somebody whose move wasn't, I think, typically the tombstone. I don't remember. I have to look that up. But Stone Cold neck injury.
Yeah, dude, it was great. You do get to fight Stone Cold at the end because they do like this decades match. So it's like the first superstar Hulk, whoever that guy's name is, some old fucker, and
right. It was against Owen Hart.
Is that why? Did Stone Cold cut the line?
Well, because Owen Hart did it wrong. Because you were when you do a tombstone, you fall to your knees.
Yeah.
Right. Owen Hart basically dropped to his ass, so his head's sticking out.
Well, Owen Hart's professional at dropping.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not a good thing, but that changed his whole career. I know, like, that's not when he retired, but that's eventually made it so he had to retire kind of earlier.
Okay. Yeah, but you end up facing the first superstar, Stone Cold, and or not Hollywood, but just Hulk Hogan.
Right.
So you end up doing that, and it was so... I was like, oh, this is crazy, because you just end up having to beat one of them, and then you unlock 2 characters. And I was like, whatever. But it's going through trying to unlock all the characters, and it's so dumb. Just let me have all the characters.
Yeah, there should just be a way to fucking buy them. And they also, I hate how, like, games, like, I like having the computer games, right? It is nice to just have one computer where you have every system ever on it, basically, right? That's the nice part about being a PC gamer. But I hate how there's no cheat codes. I guess you get the mods, but like there's something more satisfying about hitting cheat code buttons.
So I found this deal that does give you a cheat code to unlock it all, but then it says it runs the risk of you not being able to play online. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, do you play online anyway?
Fuck no, but still,
yeah.
I'm like, if you ever get it or something, but
Right.
I'm like, that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah,
And
it's that is a bit of a bummer though.
I did enjoy it though for some of the stuff where it's like I remember some of it, like when he is fighting Edge. While you're doing these matches, it cuts away at certain points and shows live footage or past footage, and then it cuts in and out of gameplay to live footage.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
It's like
so like when you're about to pull off a move, it shows the actual footage from like Raw or SmackDown
or Survivor Series, WrestleMania, wherever it was. Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
No, it was pretty dope to watch, but I was like, oh, that's cool.
I figured you were doing the like superstar mode, so that's why I was like weirded out that you were telling me. I didn't even know.
No, I did that first.
Yeah.
I played this game way too much because this is fucking fun.
It's fun. They are fun. They're dumb fun.
The first one, it was so fun because I got this deal where he's like knocking it. You get to create your entrance. I'm like, I need Batista's pyro right here.
There you go. That rules.
But no,
did you go with Death Star again? Like you always
like I always did. No, I made the same looking character, but just my name plus paying homage to one of my favorites, Razor Ramon. They just had the nickname, so you could use the the bad guy.
The bad guy. Oh, that's great. That fits into the niche of character you always created and made, though.
Oh, dude, it's so funny, that story, because I got my character fired in that because I was an asshole.
Right. Like there's like a couple different ways I guess you can go about it, because Sam played that game and he got fired too, and you got to go back to you went back to the Indies, right, and had to work your way back.
You go to the mocap studio at first, and then you get fired from that. It's like, what the fuck?
You literally just do the wrestler.
Well, because it's like, hey, this guy's here, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking attack him. Fuck him. It's what's that?
That's great.
That little redheaded's name, Sammy, something.
Yosemite Sam.
Is it Zane? Sami Zayn, I believe.
Oh, Sami Zayn. Yeah.
That little fuck. He screws so much up for me. Every time I got, I was just like, I need to attack him.
He's Canadian, dude. Of course the Canadian screwed it up for you.
Yeah. So, dude, no, it was actually a fun thing. Like, you're watching, you're like, this would be a good storyline, but fortunately they don't do shit like this anymore because it's too fun.
No, the storylines are not nearly as cool as they used to be. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it bums me out. Like, I was, when I went to Raw and stuff, I'm paying attention to the story. I'm just like, and then I went back, and I don't remember what I was watching, but I was watching some kind of compilation on YouTube where it just was explaining the storyline, and I was like, oh, I remember that. That is wild that they just let them do that.
Yeah.
Also, back in the Attitude, I was lamenting with Sam about this, and this is just old guy talk at this point, but how fun was it that back in the day, just the Dudley Boys put women through tables constantly? They were just always putting women through tables.
What is this bullshit about having a mixed tag team thing? And, the girl tagged in, so the girls have to be in. It's like, no, that used to be, you tagged in with the dude? Oh, you're in tough shit.
Hey, Sable, you're going to get chokeslammed by Kane tonight. Is that okay?
Hey, Sonny, we know this is going to have lasting ramifications, but you're going to get a bad case of CTE tonight.
That's why Randy never let Miss Elizabeth fucking wrestle. He was like, no.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Trish Stratus never did mixed tag matches.
No, she did not. Yeah, it's great. But I don't know if I've ever told you this. Did I ever tell you about the invisible match that they've had before?
No.
It's not a WWE one. It's an indie one. But both wrestlers were invisible.
Okay.
So the only person in the ring was the referee.
Okay.
So it was a 10-minute match, which is a long time. Like, that's a fucking long. And it's just the referee selling what's going on, like reacting to like the moves and stuff. Dude, It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen, honestly, performance-wise. Like, the referee's ability to sell a match that's not actually happening fucking rules so hard. And then the announcers, of course, are calling the moves, which is even funny. So, like, the crowd's getting into it.
Man, I'm glad they were able to amp up COVID matches so much.
Yeah. I just love that wrestling. People, I think, get too fixated on it, that it is just like a weird play. And, like, you can do goofy shit like that. And it's entertaining. Like, it's just circus performing. It's fucking carnival
I miss the Attitude Era just for the sheer fact of, like, the complete douchebaggery, I can't fucking talk, but the bro code that was fucking going on there was insane to the point where it's like, hey, we're going to play a story where we're going to fuck over DX. Shawn Michaels, you put up your title against Triple H. Shawn Michaels just runs out there and goes, oh, no, I tripped, and falls, and he's like, you pinned me. Yeah. Okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
I miss that bullshit.
They just did all, and that was like the fun of it, is like they would just do hijinks a lot too. It was just fucking ridiculous. There was like that's such a weird time in culture, because I've been rewatching South Park again, right?
Yeah.
And if you watch like those early days of South Park, there was like that weird crossover with, I know we've talked about it before, but that weird crossover between WWE
with Kenny and the Powers of Hell and Heaven.
Yeah. But it's I was thinking about that the other day, about how there was that crossover, because you turn on WWE when we'd watch it, and you'd see Cartman signs and Cartman dolls, and I think some of the wrestlers, there were people I remember, I think in like the Blue World Order, remember them?
Oh, yeah.
From the EC Dub, where they were wearing, like, some people would be wearing Cartman shirts and shit, you know?
Yeah.
But I remember this crossover where that just kind of like was in somehow with the WWE universe, but just probably because the fans like South Park just as much. But I never
That was WWF, dude. That wasn't WWE.
It was WWF.
That's before that stupid panda came around and threw its weight around.
God, they should have had the Dudley Boys put that panda through a table.
Oh, that would have been great. Just be like, fine, we'll change our name, but we're fucking up your mascot.
Yeah, we're putting a panda through a table. Vince like, I want a real panda. I want those communists to feel it.
Send it over here and let them realize the mistake. Just him making him making the coked up phone call so he can get a panda.
Hello, Cincinnati Zoo. I'll give you a gorilla for one of your pandas. This gorilla's name's Harambe, and that's how the Cincinnati Zoo got Harambe the gorilla. It was a trade with Vince McMahon.
All to make peace so they could lose the WWF name.
Sure, Vince, we'll make this trade. But in 2016, this gorilla dies. It has to be sacrificed.
Deal.
I don't care.
Use this chapstick and kiss my ass.
Think of the pop. That's my favorite thing to always yell as Vince McMahon, is think of the pop.
See, you'd say that. My favorite was always, now kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Well, that's like it's not even a real thing that like he ever said. It's just think of the pop is funny because he's always coming up with his weird ideas for wrestling matches, and he's always talking about the pop of the crowd.
Well, now
so
he looks like he's going to rob a train from the 1890s.
He became his idol, Walt Disney. That's what he did.
He's preparing his head to go in a jar.
Yes. I'm going to cryogenically freeze myself so me and Walt can hang out one day.
We'll make a new federation when we come back.
Think of all the Disney characters doing ladder matches. Yeah, it's but what was I? Oh, man, I was talking about something there and I forgot. Oh, but the crossover between South Park and WWF, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never. I'm rewatching South Park. You never see South Park give that same love back to WWF. Whereas, like, there was always this love to South Park for some reason during that time. But I don't remember ever seeing, like, an episode where wrestlers show up or anything like that. If anything, South Park goes, oh, you guys love us? Well, guess what? We're going to call wrestling gay. And then that's what they did.
I mean. Yeah.
And then they have a Macho Man character be a transitioning woman.
That just dominates everything. That's great.
Dude. Yeah, which is the funniest way to do it.
It
that's
really
my
is.
favorite thing is that South Park, no matter what, if people give them love, they're like, hey, these people are showing us affection. Well, we can't have that. We better shit on them. We don't know how to accept love.
Exactly. See, that's the only way we feel touched by the Attitude Era still. It's like you show affection to anybody. It's like back in the day, it was like, oh, cool. What are you gonna do? Stunner your appreciation.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. So very cool. I love that, man. Hey, Nathan, it's almost like we're getting old and we're 20 years away from we're 20 years away from the thing that we loved the most.
I got to witness because they brought in Triple H and Cena was talking about him, and he goes back into Paul Levesque when he was the European version in WCW, and I remember that going, what the fuck, dude? And how grainy that film is. I'm like, this is like watching a home movie. I feel bad
He's
now.
fucking wearing the frills.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, dude. That's my favorite part about wrestling. As like a fan, like when you get like deep into wrestling fandom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like any fandom, I'm sure, but wrestling fandom's so funny because like Stone Cold is like one of the prime examples because he was the ringmaster before.
Oh yeah, dude.
And he had hair, and he looked fucking
that blonde
terrible
hair, dude. Oh, dude, it was so bad.
Dude, so bad. It's one of my favorite pictures on my phone that I found, which like I saved.
Do you think if he grew his hair out, he would actually look like a no-eyebrowed Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, exactly. I went through chemo, brother. Oh, what are you gonna do when these chemo treatments go?
What? No, seriously, I can't hear out of this ear.
What? Yeah, it's but like his ringmaster days was like so different. And I have a picture of him when he like won the Intercontinental title, and he's like holding it up, and he's in this weird position.
Yeah,
it's just like
was that King of the Ring? No. That wasn't King of the Ring where he does
King of the Ring is the one where he cuts the famous promo
before
where
he says Austin 360. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. So no, just Ringmaster was like his name before he became Stone Cold.
Yeah, they gave him some shitty ones too. I forget.
That was the weird, and that's the weird part is like
but that was
like
WCW.
The Undertaker. Yeah, well I don't know if the one where he was Ringmaster was WCW.
You should check out his WCW one if you have that. Like
okay.
I want to say it was something like that because he had like a atrocious nickname for a while, or moniker. Not really a nickname, I guess, right? Stage name?
Yeah. Stage name. There. So his ring names were the Ringmaster, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Stunning Steve Austin. Hold on. Professional wrestling career.
Yeah,
okay. World Championship Wrestling. Austin debuted for World Championship Wrestling '91 under Stunning. Steve Austin.
Okay, there it's Stunning.
Yeah,
I was like, there's something else.
Yeah. So that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay. It's not as bad as Ringmaster.
No, Ringmaster's fucking shitty.
No, it sounds like something Jerry Lawler came up with.
Yeah, exactly.
Which coincidentally, face blurred. It was hilarious on that game. Anytime you did that and they'd show an outside, they'd blur faces, like referees. Jerry Lawler was blurred out, and I'm like, really?
What about
Michael Cole? I think that was
JR.
JR was blurred out. Oh yeah.
They blurred out all of them.
They would blur out their face.
They don't work for? Is it because they don't work for them?
I don't know. I thought doesn't the Jerry the King Lawler still work for him?
I guess kind of. I mean, he did a couple years ago. I mean, I haven't seen him in a long time. He probably doesn't.
He had a heart attack, dude. He almost died.
Right, that's true. But I think I wouldn't be surprised. He's probably one of the few wrestlers that owned his rights. Like, you know what I mean? Because I think he was running the wrestling faction that eventually Vince bought. Like, because he wrestled Andy Kaufman in his territory. That was like that whole thing.
Gotcha.
Like Jerry the King Lawler was like the king of Tennessee wrestling, I believe.
Gotcha.
Is it Tennessee or Memphis? No, it was Memphis. Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee. So
see, I want to see his thing so I can just do the whole famous puppies match.
Puppies!
Yeah. Good old TNA matches, man.
Oh, dude, those are the best. That's the other thing. It's like you never see anything like that anymore.
I want to also say this. Raw side of the coin, a lot of people are not going to like this. So I'll put that warning right there. You wrestling fans today, dude, you suck. Rhea Ripley is Chyna. I said
no, Chyna had a stronger jawline.
I don't care. Like, I saw that and I go, that's Chyna with makeup.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
Rhea Ripley's good looking, dude. Don't even fucking
I'm not
hate.
denying it. I thought Chyna was good looking at the time, too.
Yeah. One Night in China was bookmarked when it first came out on the internet.
Dude. It was part 2 of green screen following Paris Hilton.
How could you not want to see the ninth wonder of the world? Fuck.
With fucking X-Chop. X-Chop. X-Pac doing his chops.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. It's so funny because she really did a smart move. Like, this is just what WWE's done forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
They weirdly influence and have the influence pop culture, but they also have their finger on pop culture, right? Because there's this whole like thing online that I've seen where it's like the goth muscle mommies. Mm-hmm. So they saw goth chicks were really popular and muscle mommies. Like, that's a term people throw out online, making jokes, and then they also have fetishes for sure. And then WWE went, hey, I got an idea. What if we just fucking hybrid these?
What if we
just
what if we just scissors these two together?
Yeah, exactly. And Rhea Ripley's like, I will do this.
Put black Sharpie on my lips and let's go.
Yeah. And Goth Muscle Mommy was born. And now all those guys went, I didn't know we could combine fruit. I didn't know we could combine flavors. I thought you had to enjoy these separately.
You telling me she gets pineapple mango? What the fuck?
Wait a minute. Are you saying you can dip your Wendy's fries in a Frosty?
I thought that was illegal because salt.
That's what WWE does. They're like, we'll show you the Frosty dip.
It's actually
they do with all your shit.
It's actually her finishing move now, the Frosty dip.
Back in the day, they would have done that. Yeah, that's why it's popular. That's why she's super popular, and that's the thing for, dude. It's amazing. Like, I saw that happen in front of my eyes. I saw the transformation happen watching week to week, and then scrolling through social media, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh my God! I just saw the pattern. It was like when Kaiser Sose gets caught at the end.
Yeah, how you finally figured it out.
I was like, no.
You got Kaiser Sose, and it was until the match was over, and she's walking out. You're like, wait a second.
Exactly. She was walking out of the arena with a limp, and then I was like, no, and then she just strolled to a car.
Her buddy's name, first 3 letters spelled Dom. How did I not see it?
Damn it. Yep. So yeah, but you think she's just Chyna, huh?
Straight up, like a wrestling presence, all that stuff will kick any dude's ass. Even like literally,
so she never has fought any dudes yet.
No, but
though.
if she does, she can walk in with anybody and probably lay down something.
I think that's what I was talking to Sam about when I was like, oh, they don't have like dudes.
Like Chyna used to run up and would fuck somebody up, especially like in.
She actually could.
Well, no, like I distinctly remember it happening with the New Age Outlaws. Like, she came in while the ref was distracted and just picked some dude up and slammed him, walked out.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure, like trajectory wise, I feel like it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's true. I'm trying to. Okay, so Chyna was apparently. No, I don't want Black Chyna's stats.
Well, apparently she was married to Rob Kardashian after she got done at the KOD in Miami. She made
so Chyna was 5'10", 200 pounds. I was just curious about that. So let's look up Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea Ripley.
She's over
taller.
Probably 6 foot. Most people are taller now.
Right. I'm just really curious about, like, because you were like, she's the same.
Well, I feel like, no, like, as far as personality and career trajectory, same.
Yeah, I could get what you're saying. Oh, she's from South
She's Australian, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Where's
Dude, my brain was doing the thing where I was autofilling words, and it said South, and I was like, she's from South Africa? Like, that's what I was about to...
Yes.
My brain was like, oh,
Nope, let's just go with your version. She's a distant cousin of Elon Musk.
My brain was like, wow, I didn't think that accent was that close, that I was that confused for so long. Like, I was like, what have I
heard her say put another shrimp on the Barbie, so South African it is.
But she's 5'9" and 170. I was just curious, like, how close she was, like, because Chyna, you know, the whole thing was like she was just this crazy, like, statue of a woman and stuff like that. So that's why
the eighth wonder of the world, dude.
Right, and that's why I thought.
Do you think Rhea Ripley would be bigger if JR was still there? I do.
Yeah,
JR built up people great.
Oh, he did. Yeah, Adam Cole just doesn't do it the same. No, he just doesn't. Michael Cole, sorry, not Adam Cole.
I heard Michael Cole's going to get let go.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, he's one of my favorite parts about
I saw
live
it
event
on Instagram because I've been watching way too much old wrestling clips that I'm now getting fed information about shit I don't care about anymore.
Right. That's how it happens. That's how it always happens. By the way, I saved that video that you sent me this today from with
Vince McMahon.
Trump, yeah, with the Vince McMahon. I've never seen that clip before.
Didn't either.
I don't even know what that's from, but that's awesome.
I was crying laughing. I'm like, this is not real, and I actually went to the internet to look it up, and I forgot what it exactly was for. There's a reason it was done, but now I forgot.
Right. I'm going to look it up after this podcast because I've kept forgetting to do it, but like. I love that sound of the trumpet being used, or the saxophone, because it's been going around the internet like crazy. Everybody knows it. But, like, I can't believe how well that fits with everything going on in that video. I actually showed my girlfriend, I was like, I know you don't know who any of these people are, but look how funny this is. I was like, watch Vince McMahon, one of the most ruthless people in wrestling, get jiggy with it.
to trombones and the whole brass section of the orchestra.
Yeah.
It's great.
Fantastic. Wow, this is a real wrestling.
Who gives a shit, dude?
I know. It's just fun. It's just weird how it happens sometimes.
Oh. If you want us to keep going, say hell yeah. I heard it. So anyways.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying that video game, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
That's the thing. I beat the 2 modes, and the only mode that's left is there's a story mode to go play, like, the women's wrestling.
Yeah.
And I don't care to.
It's funny how that happens. Every dude I know who's played this game goes, yeah, there's this part with like that, and I don't know. Everyone says the same, which honestly isn't it?
If you're gonna call that sexist, fuck you.
No, not sexist. Isn't it more gay to play as a male wrestler and wrestle dude? Like, isn't it way more heterosexual?
You want to hear what's gay?
Watch the women wrestle?
Is I gave my created wrestler all of Val Venus's moves, including his taunts. No,
hello, ladies.
I found his taunts in there, and I couldn't quit laughing because all of a sudden
is it labeled as a package, or did you have to find?
You had to find it. Like different? I forget what it is, and it's just grinding your hips damn near on the ropes. And I'm just like, yes, I remember this dude.
Dude, Val Venus. I sing his praises anytime I'm around anybody talking about wrestling. I just go, you guys remember Val Venus? I'll just say, I don't even like wait for his time to I just go, you guys remember Val Venus? Because I loved that guy. That dude ruled so hard.
Yeah, and then see if somebody took that away from me, I'd be like, yeah, you remember the Godfather?
Yeah. Well, this is one of those storylines that has always stuck out to me, and maybe it does to other people. And I know I've talked about it before on the show, but the one where it was a Japanese faction, and they had the match where he's like, if you lose, chop your pee-pee.
Yes.
And they cut off Val Venus's dick in one episode.
God damn it, I forget who that was.
And I remember that so vividly because I remember they show him in the locker room cut up, like he's tied up, like he has a hook and his wrists are tied up, and he's just no,
yeah, yeah, dude.
And I just remember being a child, being like, "Well, they cut his dick off."
Let's see, dude. Where was it?
And then he came back the next week, And you know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
His dick was fine. He was like, I'm back on top, and he whipped off his towel and he faked that his dick had been cut off.
Oh, what's even better is they did it in it's a locker room where there's like the shower where they have the bars, so it looks like they put him up in the Scarface treatment, and the guy's got a katana, their manager.
Yeah. They demonstrated how they were going to do it on the ramp. Remember, they had like a piece of salami, and the guy took a fucking he took a samurai sword and went, yeah, dude. Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Kaentai, choppy chops.
Yes. Oh my god. I forgot. Not that I forgot.
Just a still image of this is amazing. Just great.
Yes.
That girl.
It's not even in this. This is another podcast. The video you sent me.
No. But you don't see the photo.
No, I saw the image.
That's all I wanted you to see. The fucking photo. Look at the girl. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it. It's
the
nice.
Oh, so funny. Well, I remember this so vividly.
Oh, so great.
Chop your pee-pee.
I just remember. Well, I was watching it and I was dying laughing, and I sent you the photo of it of back when they were doing the old school invasions with WCW, ECW, and stuff. And Shawn Michaels, just sweet chin music, pins a guy, walks over to Triple H and asks a legitimate question that got picked up on camera, and he just who the hell was that? It's just he just pinned him, and he's like, and Triple H explains
that guy was in the match, right?
Yeah, Triple H explains who it is, and it's yeah, you needed to pin him. It's just it's oh, okay. Just
cool. We won, right? Who cares?
I fucking miss DX.
Fantastic. Yeah, dude, DX was the shit. That's why I'm telling you, a couple weeks ago when I saw that and nobody knew how to do the chop, I was like, these fucking kids. It's so funny. That's the first time in my life
that you believe that we do have too many people on this planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That, and it's the first time where I was like, these fucking kids. I've watched kids spray paint stuff. Yeah. I've watched kids break shit, and I've never thought that. But then kids not knowing how to do the DX chop, I was like, this generation's going to hell.
Yeah, man, they're letting the orphanage kids come to the show.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Love wrestling. I don't know.
I forgot how much I enjoy the past ones. Growing up,
yeah, they're great.
Loved it. I can't get into it now. They don't have story.
Dude, they still do. It's just not to the level of what you're.
I was riding high on cocaine fueled athletes, dude. There's nothing matching that.
I'll tell you this. I've had the network, and I've gone back and watched the eras we loved. I've started with the Stone Cold era. When his first title run, I was like, because you can use, it's easy to look that stuff up online. I was like, what's the first episode to start watching when Stone Cold makes his first title run or whatever, and started watching there, right?
And that's when you start watching Macho Man Randy Savage.
But it's you watch that stuff and you realize even in the DX era stuff, there's a lot of shit that's not good.
I was a completely read-up teenager at that time.
Yeah.
So it was all awesome.
Just on surge. That's why I believe they banned it for a long time. It's because that formula was destroying everybody's brains if you drank it.
They think it's awesome that people go through plate glass windows and tables right now. We need to cut this off.
Yeah. Jackass. Dude, I think about entertainment. That's why people, when they go, can you believe what's on the internet that people are watching? Yes. No. Yes, I can. Yeah. I believe what was on TV when I was in the 90s.
Yes. And, hey, the beauty of it is honestly, can you believe all these people doing drugs and all that stuff? Dude, I do Monsters every day, and I was taking Surge when I was fucking 9. I think I know how drugs work, okay? I'm good.
I've been heavily ODing on caffeine for years.
You guys can't take a joke. Well, it wasn't even a joke. We just called it a suicide. Nobody panicked because they just knew you were at a fucking fountain drink going down the fucking line.
It's just all sugar water anyway.
Dude, but back then it was real sugar.
It was real. Yeah, none of this synthetic bullshit.
Yeah, dude, it was real, unlike the moon landing. Let me tell you a story.
Let me tell you something, brother. No, dude, I have a new thing that I was actually about the moon landing that makes me think it's more
Real?
not real than ever.
Please tell me Wade Armstrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful. If you say fucking the moon landing's not real 3 times, all of a sudden Buzz Aldrin shows up in your room and starts beating the shit out of you.
It was real, damn it.
We should make a knockoff Candyman movie, but instead it's
Buzz
called The Astronaut.
Don't say Aldrin 3 times.
Who was the director's name that everybody always says that was like why am I saying? I forget there's a director they always say.
Tarantino?
No, I can't remember.
Stephen King?
No. He was a writer, not a director. It doesn't matter.
He was a director. Stephen King's been a director.
I don't think he's directed any movies.
Okay. Oh! Epstein. He directed a lot of movies.
Yeah, he did. He did. Behind plate glass windows. That's how you got real reality TV.
Yeah.
You can only screen at the CIA. But this is so I went on a rabbit hole the other day. I was just interested about duct tape. I was like, how did duct tapes come to be?
Okay.
Like, where did it is? And I started like
there's some
reading
dangerous
Wikipedia
paths
about it.
this can go down.
Yeah. I was just honestly, because what made me think about it, right, is like a lot of times people invent things. I listened to a whole book about this, about how the invention of certain things have unintended consequences as time progresses, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't think of how things will be
like
used.
a flight log.
Or the internet. This was supposed to be a military like weapon thing, and then Al Gore said, "Let's give it to the people." And now us 2 morons are communicating through it.
It's great.
This is an unintended consequence.
No. This is what they intended. They saw this light at the end of the tunnel and like, we need it.
So I was just thinking about like all the horrific things that like what made me. I saw an image from what is it? Is it Mindhunters on Netflix about the BTK killer?
Oh, okay.
You know, he always had like a roll of duct tape on him, and that's how he would, bind people, right? So, and I was just like, well, that's an unintended consequence of inventing duct tape, is people would use it to keep people as hostages. So I was just like, what was obviously duct tape was originally intended for ducks.
It was to go against the amendment and to bind and quarter enemies in your house.
Listen, you can't.
I will draw on them and then quarter them.
I will give no quarter. But I'm looking at this on Wikipedia, just reading about how it came to be and how they figured out it and all that stuff. But on the Wikipedia site, there's a photo of the lunar rover, right? Like the car they had.
Duct tape together.
Dude, it was. There's a fender duct tape together.
Hell
they fucking
yes,
took
dude.
duct tape to space.
No, they didn't. That thing was.
Yes, they did.
They took it to the 34th Avenue on the green screen.
Dude, that's why I was like, I think the moon landing's fake. Like they tried to pass duct tape.
Ain't
off
nobody up
on
there
the
with that
set.
fucking moon lander fixing that shit.
Dude.
They think the aliens got it. They're like, don't worry, we got you, fam. What'd you send? Duct tape?
Dude,
cool.
they had dude, it's redneck fucking alien show. Now looks like your wheel well's falling off there.
Hey,
But
man,
dang.
here's a little boner propeller thing popped off. You might want to fix that.
Yeah, you won't. It was on Apollo 17. I looked it up again, and I'll send it to you. But it's so funny to me that the fact that there's duct tape on the moon. There's duct tape on the fucking moon, Nathan. That's why I don't believe it's real anymore.
You want to fix this out here? Yep.
Yeah. Looks like y'all want some space dip. Put a little bit of this in your lip.
Hey, Chris, he said that they're saying it's our fault. You fucked it to death. You need to duct tape it up.
Yeah, what the fuck happened? Okay, so what I remember reading about this. So what they did is apparently the wheel well didn't go up far enough, and it was making it a problem for like them to like with space dust, so that they taped on a fender is what they tried to say. But who had the foresight to put duct tape on Apollo 17? That's what the fuck I want to know.
No,
isn't
they
there
didn't.
like a weight requirement?
They would have put
shit?
exactly like some screws, something, welded it maybe, something that keeps it more permanent. Not going, hey guys, what's really effective? Duct tape. Why don't you? You know what? At this point, I am convinced the Boy Scouts of America could have sent their winning fucking boxcar up there to space. And be like, hey, I'll stay down there because we put leaded weights at the bottom. Oh boy.
They said it was 1 kilogram over the allowed weight for the Pinewood Derby race.
But I'll be damned if it doesn't go downhill on those little indentions in the moon.
I still don't get how. So, like, the moon has gravitational pull, right? That's how they were able to hop and stay, like, on it still? Is that how they're supposed to say that?
Sure.
Because
it's got to have something.
Because if you hit the lunar rover on a ramp, right? Like, you see a
it'd
crater.
do sick flips.
You just get unlimited lift.
Yeah, dude, it's going to do a 1080, no problem.
Yeah. Like, you're just going to go off into space. Like, could you imagine if Buzz Aldrin was like, he's like, I'm going to hit this ramp, and then he just kept going, and he's just been like, shit.
Hey, guys, but bright side, look at this. Barrel roll.
Barrel roll. Nathan, there's a weird knocking at my door right now. I hope it's not the CIA.
All right. Well, while he's checking for the CIA.
He knows too fucking much.
This is an okay. Breach. No. Yeah, dude.
Somebody at the CIA is like, who put the picture of the duct tape on the fucking internet?
Why would you let them know? It's so obvious.
Yeah, it's so weird. But I saw that picture. Did you open it up and look?
I just saw the image. Here, let me open it up.
If you just
if I just click on it, it just shows me the duct tape.
Yeah, no. If you click on it and go to the page, like I just want you to see this.
It.
This is wild. Also, the tire for this thing is wild looking because they don't need air in space, so it's like a mesh.
No, this is completely fake. Like, no, I'm not lying.
Click on it.
I did click on it. I'm zoomed in. This motherfucker. Okay, let me give you a better explanation. I thought that this fender needed to be extended, so what'd you do? Oh, I just duct taped a piece of cardboard with a cross-shaped pattern on it and called it good.
Yeah, dude. They literally built an entire extra fender with duct tape.
It's a piece of cardboard on there, dude. Like, that's... No. Dude, this is fake.
Yeah.
Is that a bag of manure right there? No, it's just...
Yeah. I got to look up who the director was that everybody always says it was that did all the fucking... Who directed the moon landing?
I want to know more than anything right now, because since that's a human piloting it and driving around, is there emergency duct tape? There has... if there's not, this is all a farce. It's just,
yeah, you're right.
What do you got this for? In case we get boo-boos while shaving.
Stanley Kubrick, that's who they always say. Stanley Kubrick staged the moon landing. That's always been the thing, is Stanley Kubrick did it. So that's why I'm pretty sure, like, after I saw this photo, I went, they fucking staged it. They for sure did.
Okay. So you guys heard it here first. There were bodies buried under Yankee Stadium. Okay, it's been proven.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about that? That's the whole thing, is that there's bodies from the mob buried under Yankee Stadium.
Which one?
I'm just saying bodies. I don't know. I didn't look for specific names.
Well, because they rebuilt Yankee Stadium.
It was the last one, not the one they currently have.
So the one that Ruth built.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course there is. Yeah. No, that's just what they did in
when
New
you
York.
said which one, I thought you were inquiring names. I'm like, this isn't the Epstein Isle list. I don't have itinerary.
No, it's I'm talking about the stadium itself, because of course they did in the 1920s. There isn't a building built in New York City, I guarantee you, that doesn't have some kind of structural foundation that's at fault because there's a body in it.
Okay, well, I can tell you two that are not in your wheelhouse, and that's a World Trade Center, brother. Woo! Those don't have... Oh, wait.
No. Oh, yeah. Those might have the most bodies.
I think they caught the most. Their body count's pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. That I guarantee you there were bodies inside that fucking thing. Like, why wouldn't there be? There's bodies in the fucking Great Wall of China. I guarantee there's bodies almost in every building in America.
You know, I'm interested the total number. They'll never let somebody do like a X-ray excavation of the Great Wall, but I want to know how many workers they buried under there. Because that's one thing they're like, no, we totally didn't do that. I'm like, yeah, you guys did.
Yeah, you for sure did.
You totally murdered people working on this and just like, extra mortar.
Yeah, they didn't care.
No.
They definitely didn't care.
They did not.
Who held the camera on the moon landing? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Armstrong descendant was captured not by a cameraman, but a camera placed on a equipment. Okay.
Tripod?
So they had a little like moon rover go out there. And set up.
Sure they did. Sure. They put it on a Roomba.
Dude, I love this kind of shit, like on Google and stuff like
no,
that. Is the Apollo 11 movie footage real?
That's
it's
like
100% restored actual footage and audio recording.
That's like no, not the rover, but what one was it? 11 that blew up?
Oh, you're thinking of the Challenger.
A Challenger that blew up. Okay.
Yeah, that was with a school teacher.
Yes, and the whole class is watching, and I get to watch their teacher blow up, which might have been a happy coincidence for the kids. But so you end up.
Summer will last forever.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody to teach us. History's over. Twisted.
God is alive.
School is out for the summer. Woo! Just the song rips. So they ended up. The reason I even bring that up is there is a conspiracy theory in that none of those people died. They were just recategorized as different human beings. And then they spread them out throughout everywhere.
I've seen these like videos of where it shows like somebody who is like close to a same name, and the guy looks very familiar to one of the people on there. Yeah, I've seen that conspiracy.
I'm like,
before.
Man.
You're also thinking, I think, of Apollo 13, which had engine trouble where they had to like slingshot back to the.
That was a great movie. It's a good movie. Tom Hanks, saves the day again, just like he does on Islands.
Yes. Wilson!
But yeah, no, dude, conspiracy theories, I don't care what anybody says.
How do we go from wrestling to conspiracy? This is crazy.
I feel because wrestling is just one giant conspiracy, honestly, because the whole conspiracy is up until you're 15, you will argue with any motherfucker that dare tells you it's false. Look, it's planned.
And they're not on steroids. They're not on steroids. Those are just physical specimens. Those are
just giants. They grew them in a lab.
If he dies, he dies.
Hell yeah, dude. Why someone hasn't done the Ivan Drago line, I don't know. Yeah, actually, Brock Lesnar probably was the closest. It's like,
Andre the Giant was kind of close. I beg you.
Dude, the Princess Diaries rule, so I will veto that.
Yeah, I want to watch that movie again. I love that
It's
movie.
Great. Holds up.
Holds up great. Yeah. But yeah, conspiracies, sorry, you were going on conspiracies were what?
No, I'm just saying they are substance for when you're bored.
Oh, so straight up. It's funny because when I've met some of my girlfriend's
your best friends on chat. We were just chatting about this conspiracy. I'm like, did we just become best friends?
I've met some of her friends, right, and just in general conversation, and then they've had conversations about, which is funny. We can't talk about.
Do you just sprinkle them in just to see if there's any bites?
No,
I'm gonna chum the waters to see if there's anybody on my wavelength.
I have not talked to any of these people about anything.
You haven't. Okay.
But they like, so this is another time I'm not there. She's at one of her events, and somebody's talking about like government putting drugs into certain places and stuff like that,
like MK Ultra. Okay.
Yeah. That's what my girlfriend goes. Well, they have done that. There's a thing called was a government ran thing called MK Ultra that the FBI and CIA did, and they go, and these are boomers like that she's talking to. These are people older than our parents.
Sweet, so potentially involved. Awesome.
Yeah. So, and they're like they didn't do that, and she goes, Google it, and they're like, oh my God, they did do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, how do you know about that? And she's like, well, my boyfriend knows about some of these things, and he's like, does he believe in all these conspiracies? And she goes, he doesn't believe in all of them, but he weirdly reads about all of them.
That's great.
Yeah, dude. But I do. It's one of those things I'm like, I don't know. Let's see what people are fucking throwing.
Dude,
at
I can't
the
wait till
wall
you're
today.
out drinking like 4 scotches deep, and they're like, so, wait, the moon landing. Give it to me straight.
Kubrick.
Let me 2 words. Duct tape. Okay?
Yeah. Duct tape. It fixes anything except the fucking truth.
Damn, this 12 years? No.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This goes down smoother than the truth, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you just drink up and keep your normie life in check?
You want to hear about the biggest inside job of them all? Just like, oh, shit.
You really want to meet your maker thinking you had it all figured out.
Do you want to do that? Or do you just want to drink Maker's Mark?
Yeah. Or do you just want to play a rousing game of darts and forget we talked about this?
Just imagine it's Russian roulette. Dude.
Listen, in a couple days, there's going to be a manila envelope that shows up on your front porch. Burn it or read it. It's your choice.
But don't worry. They're federally released documents from the United States government.
Heavily redacted.
But if you take a pen across real fast, you can kind of see the indents.
You just got to squint really tight, and then you can see it.
If you use these monochrome glasses, they will line up.
Listen, you're going to have to go to Philadelphia. You're going to have to go
Inside the Liberty Bell.
There's a brick that only you can see and know which one it is at noon. Remember, daylight savings time wasn't around back then.
Yeah. You need to figure all this shit out, man. Because got a 5-minute window.
Oh, man, this podcast is fucking stupid.
Well, the last people that asked about trying to figure it out inside there rode that Alaskan Airlines plane. You hear about that shit?
No, I did not. What happened to Alaskan Airlines?
Are you serious?
I have no idea.
These people have the worst luck. They're flying. They're like 20,000 feet or something in the air.
Worst luck. They're flying. They live in the 20th century.
Yeah. Baby's crying next to them. They can't do anything. They just have to eat it. The end.
Right.
So.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Baby back.
So they're flying.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency door just fucking randomly rips off 20,000 feet in the air. And, had to make an emergency landing. So you don't, like, the door fucking popped off. It's not going to get any worse, right?
Right.
Wrong. They had to land in Portland. It's amazing.
So what's wrong with Portland?
It's Portland. I mean.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's it.
That is pretty bad. That's it.
Hey, guys, we got to make an emergency landing. Don't worry. We're going to be safe. Oh, okay. The bad news, it's Portland. Everybody's like, oh, God, we're all going to die.
No.
I won't be a conformist.
Yeah. I can feel the anarchy coursing through my veins.
We are going to land in the free zone.
We don't need police, but we're going to create our own police task force.
The conundrum hurts so bad.
Damn, dude. This is okay. I know, like, there are people, and I've been around people who go,
I know there are people. What?
No, I know there are people.
Oh, I thought you were just like, hey, you know what? Portland, less than human. Okay.
Yeah, they are. It's a subspecies up there. They're evolving.
By God.
They test the fences, but they never stack the same place twice. They remember.
Clever girl.
But like, this is why I wear my seatbelt the entire flight. And I know people who don't wear their seatbelt the whole flight. Like, once they turn off the thing, they're like, oh, I'm taking it off. I'm like, no. That thing is, because if you're sitting in that seat and you didn't have your fucking seatbelt, you're gone.
Yeah. Now, if you're in this flight and you're in a bad marriage, is it illegal to unhook your spouse? Oh, no. Oh.
I'm trying to help you put your mask on. Why are you that's not where my mask is. No, it's down here, I swear. It's a new model of plane.
I feel like that's the best route to go.
'Cause I'm free.
Oh, dude, that's what you put on right after you let them go. Little Tom Petty, turn on the air noise cancellation so you just hear it clear. You start singing like you're fucking
black out over Portland.
I mean, you're straight up Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire at that point.
Yeah.
Who's going with her?
Yeah. Do any of you see anything?
That's what I thought.
It turns into the whole fucking Homelander situation on the boys. Fucking crazy. God damn, that would be terrifying though. So nobody died though?
No, if you read down that thing, what it ends up saying is there was a kid sitting next to it who's all red and stuff from the wind turbulence. His mom was like holding him to the seat, and he lost it. Even with that, it ripped his fucking shirt off of him. The wind was like Hulk Hogan, dude.
It's a vacuum.
Dun, 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 dun. He just rips his shirt off.
Yeah.
I am a real American.
I will go and save Portland.
First, I will take what is mine.
Oh no, a sex tape got released.
You know, that is funny because a shit ton of phones got yanked out. That's what it said there. So it's like phones, oh, dude, somebody's in there going, I guarantee you there's people in Portland. It's Portland. So there's people in the street going, prayers answered. I just got a backpack of free clothes. Brand new.
Yeah.
iPad.
God
sandwich,
does provide.
Sandwich in the middle was an iPad. I fucking rule.
There was like a church that was just having like and if you ask for God, He will provide.
It will rain from the heavens.
He will rain from the heavens. Provision.
You think the person saying that goes, holy shit, I was right. It's just like...
I was just trying to get more in the collection box. This is crazy.
Remember to tithe. Everything you get, 20%'s mine. Hey.
Oh, dude, that is a... I did not hear about that at all. That's got to be so fucking terrifying, though.
I know, Portland. Of all places, Portland?
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you know where you don't have to worry about being harmed by getting sucked in, Nathan?
Not the sex website, but our website. Yeah. Check it out. Monday through Friday, you can go to punandgame.com. Check it out. Woo! You get the whole network there available to you for free. No BS. Just go check it out. But also, if you want some quick clips of these shows on the network, plus stand-up, plus a special Wild Horses, go check out Comic Wade Taylor. Again, that's Comic Wade Taylor, no spaces, just all together, like a complete, just knuckle-dragging keyboard typer. You don't know how things work, so you just type it all together. Perfect. So Comic Wade Taylor, check that out. You get everything from Not Worth the Time, this show. You get his stand-up special plus clips. So like and subscribe to get that shit. But then back on punandgame.com, get yourself some threads.
That's right, everybody. Go to the Pun and Game shop where you can get yourself all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at punandgame.com. Get yourself t-shirts, hoodies, all sorts of goodies. And you don't forget to use promo code WGAF. That's promo code WGAF because one's not going to fall from the sky from a plane, guys. Well, our hoodies are only available if you buy them and get them shipped to you, okay? That's just how it's going to happen. So go use that promo code WGAF and get free shipping at checkout. Also, guys, January 12th, I will be in Papillion, Nebraska at Peto's Pub, I think. Patio's Pub. Sorry, I don't remember how the fucking name. It's definitely not Peto's Pub. I would not be there.
So what island are we on?
No, but it's going to be a good show. Check out my Instagram. There'll be a flyer up there for details about the show. Going to be a good time, so come check that out. It's a free show.
Now policed, surveillanced.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, guys, after hearing that, it's safe to go to Portland again. We're out. Peace.
Why is my brain so fucking stupid?
Who is it?